Hi, this is discussion about the syllabus and the calendar. So this is childhood, family, and community relationships. My information is up at the top, and you are more than welcome to use either email, my office line, or my personal line. Here is the course description and your learner outcomes, so you can read that on your own. Here are our required course texts. So you have the Burns textbook and the APA manual. And again, you could either use 6th edition or 7th edition. This course connects with NAEYC Standard 2, which is building family and community relationships. Here are our course policies. Participation is mandatory. This is a weekly asynchronous course where we don't meet over Zoom or have any course meetings, but everything needs to be completed by the Sunday of that week. Assignments are due on the designated due dates. If they are turned in late, I will accept them 1 week late, and it does receive a 20% deduction. We do expect that students turn in their own work. We have a plagiarism policy where, again, we're expecting that you're citing correctly and not borrowing from others without giving them credit. We do use Safe Assign for our research paper to check for plagiarism. And again, Blackboard is our main portal. So if you have any issues, I recommend calling. Many times you get quicker service than emailing. So again, here's a little breakdown of my communication and response time. Any message that you send me, please be clear of who you are and which class you're in, because I do teach numerous classes and it takes me a long time to try to find out which class are you from, what are you referring to. So the more clear you are, the better. If you have any kind of academic accommodations, please make sure to let me know. Usually also I would get correspondence from the university. All of our assignments are considered out-of-class assignments and need to be done on a computer and have followed APA style. So as I mentioned, if you've watched my other video, we have 5 core assignments: a research paper, family cultural history paper, community resource notebook presentation, bioecological model, which is a PowerPoint, and a statistics about children, which is a PowerPoint. You will have 10 quizzes worth 10 points each. You will also be completing class discussion boards and journals. There'll be 8 discussion boards and 8 journals throughout our 10 weeks. So there'll be a total of 610 points, and everything is on a point-by-point grading system. So here are our instructions on the research paper. We have a few mini assignments to get you ready for it, such as providing me with your topic information, submitting at least 2 of your 4 articles for approval, submitting a typed title and reference page following either 6th or 7th edition, and then applying all that feedback into your final paper. It should be about 6 pages of content. So when we look here, it's about a page of an introduction, about 4 pages covering the research, and a 1-page conclusion, an APA reference page, title page, page numbers, and again, all 4 resources should be used. You should not include an abstract, as this is already a short paper, and follow either 6th or 7th edition. And here is the rubric. Next, we have the family cultural history paper. This is a narrative about your own family cultural background, experiences, and sometimes it's difficult to see we have a culture, but as we write about our experiences and kind of what we've been exposed to, the culture comes out. So there's a bunch of different options here for you. You do not have to choose all of them, but enough to have a well-rounded paper that is about 5 to 8 pages of content, has APA format, provides headings for different sections of your paper. And for this, you need a minimum of 2 references. You could just use interviews. That would be totally fine. And again, interview your mom, your dad, other people from your family. If for whatever reason this paper is uncomfortable for you or you just don't have the information that you would feel comfortable sharing, please reach out to me. I do have an alternative assignment that is still very similar but kind of allows you to be more general in terms of this assignment. This is a confidential. Again, it will only be shared with me and not with any other students or instructors. So you're welcome to be as open as you'd like. And here is the rubric. Okay, the Community Resource Notebook presentation, you will highlight a community of your choosing. Again, it could be Laverne, or maybe somewhere you'd like to live someday. You've worked there before. I've been to Maui. I would love to do one on Maui someday. But each slide, and there'll be a total of at least 10 slides, includes the name of the agency, who is served, what services they provide, some kind of visual representation, and a hyperlink. So you'll do that for all 10 of these different pages or slides in reference to the community that you choose. In week 10, you will have a presentation that needs to be completed, and I recommend either using voice over PowerPoint or using screencast. So for that week only, if you need until Saturday for your class discussion post of your presentation, you can have until Saturday, but you will need to reply to students by Sunday. And it should be about 5 to 10 minutes in terms of the length. And here is the rubric. Okay, and then we have 2 online assignments that are embedded within the weekly modules and are included in the class discussion boards. So for the personal bioecological model, you're going to create a diagram basically of your influences that have made you who you are. So you'll start to fit them into each system, the microsystem, mesosystem, exo, macro, and chrono. And again, decide on the influences that you feel comfortable sharing with the class. You'll put it into either one slide where you're kind of in the middle and show all your influences, or you could do each system on their own slide. And again, I have samples of these on Blackboard. When you're ready, you can either save it as a PDF or you can just go ahead and put it up as a PowerPoint, and then you'll be able to reply to other students. Now, for the 2 online assignments, your replies do need to relate to the textbook or some other academic resource, including APA citations. So keep that in mind. And here is that rubric. Now you'll notice the rubric is pretty similar for the statistics about children assignment. For this one, you will create 5 slides on a statistic of your choosing and present the information about that topic. Your post is due by Friday. You'll look at least 2 other students, provide them feedback. Again, either use the textbook or other resources to support your responses and provide APA citations. And again, this rubric is very similar. So that's the end of this document. Now let's go ahead and look at the course calendar. And here we are. So we start again on June 7th, and then the first week of tasks will be due June 13th. So what is due that week will be the online assignment, which is a discussion board. There'll be another discussion board and our chapter 1 quiz. So each week, if you follow along the modules, you'll see there's a chapter quiz and maybe something else regarding an assignment, like the research topic, 2 articles for approval, title and reference list, research paper due, online assignment, statistics about children, family cultural history paper, community resource notebook. So we go straight in order with all of our chapters. And again, chapter 1 will also have more information about the bioecological model, and you can get more resources there. So thank you so much for following along, and please email me with any questions about the syllabus or course calendar.